Hey, Brian.
Good morning. Good morning.
Howdy, good morning. How you
Um,
guys doing?
well, good. I'm Ryan Token. This is Roy Gerbel and Matt Hillock.
Gerbel, it's French.
Yeah. And we have actually slowly started unearthing something that is pretty amazing. It's going to change things. It's history will not be the same, and the forces that are holding us down will no longer be in power.
It will never be the same.
Yep. Yeah, Matt's the one. He originally tripped over it when he was out there taking a walk in the woods.
Yep. So you said
Nice.
you're ex-military, U.S. military, I assume.
Yes, I was in the Marine Corps. I actually just
Okay.
Recently got out a
Okay.
few months ago.
Well,
I was down in Camp Pendleton for 6.5 years.
so you're no longer officially an employee of them, right?
I'm actually a reservist.
Okay.
So I'm going through the paperwork right now to become a reservist, but as of today, I'm not employed by them.
Do you believe the government keeps secrets from its people?
Oh, definitely.
Okay. Yeah, me too.
Definitely. Yeah.
I've been trying to prove for a long time that they actually mess with water sources as well, but I have my evidence. I have my evidence.
Yeah. I
But
believe you.
Tell us, have you ever fought a robot, like hand-to-hand combat? Fought a robot?
Have I bought a robot?
fought.
Like fought
Oh, no.
to fight? I don't know, like what they have you guys do there.
I've actually seen him. I've seen our EOD guys use him, though. I was a canine handler, so I sniffed out bombs with my dog.
Nice.
And when we find bombs, we send the EOD guys out, and they have this robot that they send out to make sure, these bombs are actually there or not.
Do they ever do like robot versus human battles?
No, not at all.
Tries to kill the other.
How about robot versus dog?
That'd be interesting to see.
Yeah.
That would. So
I bet the robot would kill the dog.
yeah, the robots that we're talking about likely could.
Gonna wager on that, Matt?
Yeah.
So it's good that you have the knowledge of kind of how the government works and what it's probably doing behind closed doors, so to say, because we need somebody who can, when we finish unearthing this, that can help basically, give us credibility. Because immediately they're going to put us on a smear campaign once we expose the ones that are behind it. And immediately we're just going to be demonized. A guy like you might actually come in handy because you've worked on both sides of the fence. For us, they could just call us crazies. They could dig up, some web history on me. They could, figure out, all kinds of this good stuff that they're likely to go on a smear campaign for you. It'd be
Don't go
much
through
harder.
my web history. Don't do it.
Yeah.
This is off limits.
Nobody wants that.
So, I guess my question is, how deep are you willing to go down the rabbit hole?
As deep as it gets.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, 'cause, right now I'm kind of, exploring what I want to do with my life,
Okay.
and I think this would be a good exposure for me.
Yeah, and you can say you were on the front line when it happened, so that's good too. Because here I'll just be kind of clear with you. See, I am 110% certain that the government has been putting some kind of what I've categorized as gay juice in the water, turning me and many other people into deviants who do homosexual acts with no control. I have absolute proof that this happens. Absolute.
All been there.
If you're curious what it is, so the other day I'm just out driving, and I had some water, drank a little water before I left, started driving, then kind of just blacked out a little bit and woke up. I was in a male restroom. Turned out it was in the back of a Walmart, and I had just completed oral sex on another man. Here's the problem. I'm not gay. So if I'm not gay and I drank that water right before all that happened, it's all the evidence we need.
He's not gay. I've made passes at him. He's not gay.
Was it a sealed bottled water?
No, we recycle at my house, or we're probably going to stop. These urges just keep coming on and on and on. They're affecting I'm hiding them from my wife now. It's getting really weird, but I'm going to have to start buying bottled, I think, unless they're in on that as well. I don't know. I'll have to drink some and find out.
Keep drinking and find out, I guess.
Yeah. So
save some samples, though. You know.
I think my main concern about Brian is that he uses CFL bulbs in his fixtures, and as we all know, those emit high frequency, brain control
waves. Tell me about it.
Yeah. Well, maybe he doesn't know. Maybe he doesn't.
I've been wanting to get my girlfriend to change those bulbs because
I know LEDs have been out for like 5 years now. What the hell?
And do it because he's right about the brain frequency waves.
Yep. You ever heard about an infrasound, man?
Yep. It's a real thing. Look it up.
Yep.
Really?
Will make you think there's ghosts.
I mean, before you start working for us, you may want to change all of your bulbs over to LEDs because those are safe.
Yep. And within a couple of weeks, probably I wouldn't do it in the first couple of days, but the first couple of weeks working for us, have your house ran for bugs just to be safe.
Buy a metal detector.
Yeah.
I could definitely do that.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Run it along the walls. That'll tell you.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I would imagine there'd be a lot of false positives with the wires and plumbing and walls. So be careful of that.
You just put it on the right setting. It'll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bug setting.
It'll ignore those drywall nails and stuff.
Right. Yeah. Get out of here. You're not the right kind of metal.
Are you familiar with the powers of dowsing rods?
Set it to the bug setting.
No, I'm not actually.
Okay, dowsing rods are amazing. They can do anything.
Mm-hmm.
They can find gold, bombs. In your case, I would have recommended that you use a dowsing rod, not a dog, if you go back for another tour.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I mean, they help find where the waves are coming from because, as you know, as I'm sure you know,
the way lines.
The way lines. The Earth is not quite the shape that it's shown on a globe. So those actually take you to the true north, and that's the only real way to escape once we expose all this. So I would get one.
Okay.
So yeah.
I'll definitely look into it.
Okay.
Do you have access to a Caterpillar truck? So any kind of digging equipment?
I did in my old job. At the moment, I actually don't.
Ooh, do you still have IDs?
What was that?
You still have IDs? Can you get
break
in there?
into it? Like, do you know your way around the old job? Can you break in there and like get some of those trucks?
Just one.
I could probably manage something.
Contact a
few people.
This guy's the guy.
I'm liking this guy.
Shovels all this time. It sucks.
Yeah, right.
Can't afford trucks.
Yeah.
Would you need like one of those Caterpillar ground digging devices?
Yeah.
Anything you can get us, like anything that'll just remove a lot of dirt to unearth this thing.
Yeah. We currently only have 2 shovels as is, so that would like speed things up big time.
Yeah, I don't think we planned the excavation as good as we should have.
That's true.
This guy
That is a fair statement. That's a fair
why
statement.
we're doing these, you know?
So how big is this thing?
It's at least a quarter mile long in one direction, and the other direction we are not even sure yet. I mean, we've gone way over 2 miles, so we're pretty sure it's over that, unless we're getting some kind of false reading. But I don't believe so.
For all we know, it could be bigger than our country. It might get that big. We don't know. We're just on the top of it right now. We gotta keep digging until we reach the.
Gotta keep digging.
Yeah.
And this is why it's important we keep the military out. Not because it's not packed full of good guys, but because this is we're uncovering one of the secrets to the people that are actually in charge.
Mm-hmm.
We can't actually say their name, say what they're called because they monitor that through radio waves. And if we say it, then all of a sudden they start paying attention to this conversation. So
Yeah.
You don't want that.
Yeah. You don't want them catching your wind at all. Off the radar is what they say.
Yeah. Are you currently do you have a family that you're really close to, wife, kids, brothers, sisters, people that
He has a girlfriend that's part of the plot because she's putting those light bulbs in the house. She's trying to keep them
Okay.
dumb.
Yeah. Besides
So
that,
you're gonna have to 86
North
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are there any CFL bulbs turned on in your room right now?
No.
Okay, yeah, that's why we can't see your fucking face. Just checking.
There's none, but there's big ass window right next to me.
Yeah, washes out the video. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just checking.
So,
you want your brain to be clear while we're talking.
How willing are you to just cut all ties, change your name, and become somebody else?
I'm pretty on the DL right now. I mean, if it comes to changing my name, I probably won't change my name, but
will you become a woman?
Easiest way to hide from them.
Pussy.
But yeah, I'm basically a hermit crab right now as we speak.
Perfect.
So
perfect. The greatest thing, I guess, guys, is if it does go down and everything does happen, this guy, nobody's going to miss this guy. We'll be all right.
Yeah.
Earlier, we mentioned fighting robots. There was a reason that Roy mentioned that, and that's because once we opened that second hatch, a lot of these, I don't know, robot-like things came out. It took us the better part of half a day to actually fight them all. They weren't very strong, and we kind of could just run away quickly, and then they just keep coming at you. So eventually, you had to deal with them. But that's why we're down to 2 shovels, because we put some work on that other shovel. So just to be clear, you may be fighting robots.
I'm fine with robots. Robots.
Okay.
I mean, as long as they don't shoot.
Oh, they do shoot. It's just that they're small. So we discovered skulls too. I think Ryan probably has one. I think it was for a race of much smaller people. So the robots are small to defend against smaller people, but since we're bigger, then I think they're just not as adept at
rough number.
Us.
Rough number. There's a room with about 8,000 of these in there. The rest of the skeleton too.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the third level, we're not quite sure what's going to happen, but I'll be more than happy to take on a guy like you to help us when we crack that vault.
Yep.
I'll go in first if that's what it takes.
Absolutely. Great. Okay. Well, I'm going to say that you're definitely lead of the pack here. Craigslist has not been that promising when it's come to people
You'd be
with.
Surprised at some of the people that have contacted us.
Well, let's put it this way. Not only have I not met anybody as qualified you, half of the other are applicants. Half the other applicants were just guys showing me penis pictures. So
really,
but they were applying for the job at the same time. So I don't know. They mentioned the job, said they had digging experience, and attached a penis picture. So Craigslist hasn't been that fruitful, but it feels like I found a diamond in the rough here, guys.
Yeah, definitely.
Just get rid of those CFLs.
Yeah.
I definitely will. I'm working on that.
Look like
I can't believe you don't hear it though. Like the little noise. Ooh, it's snowing.
Well, after like a certain age, you can't hear those frequencies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, great. We'll be calling you back.
All right.
God bless.
Nice meeting you guys.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.
Yes, we'll stay strong.
Yeah. You.
This conversation never happened.
Bitch. Eat
Whoa.
shit.
All right. Adios.
Hang up now. Hang up the phone.
Okay. Want me to hang up first?
Yeah,
Yes.
you hang up.
All right,
No,
I'll hang up.
you hang up. No,
I ain't hanging up
you
shit.
hang up.
Motherfucker.
No, you hang up.